Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa and I am your cruise director on the Magical Mystery Tour. Today, this could be a really stupid idea, but I am being brave in that I picked up a heap of stuff off Temu. A lot of this is pretending to be something else, looking like other products. Do we call them dupes? Well, they are wolves in sheep's clothing, but are they any good? Before we get to that, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell to be alerted to any new uploads, and if you like this video at the end, please give it a big thumbs up. Let's go get started. Wish me luck. Okay, first up, I am just moisturising. I'm just using the Ombre Lease because I didn't get a foundation. So what I wanted to do with these products, being that they are stupidly affordable, I wanted to put it over something that I knew that I loved. If you have watched last week's video, might not even be last week's because I think this is going to go up a while after I record it. But if you watched the video on the Natasha Denona, you will know that I really liked it. Also, what has happened is that this is living on my desk. This has not moved since I recorded it. And I want to say, I probably, at the time of filming this, it's been at least 10 days since I filmed the foundation wear test, and I have pretty much worn it in every way. I have worn it every day, and that never ever happens. Like, I just reach for it every day because I am loving it. I think this will be what I use all summer. But somebody did ask me if I could put it on over just a moisturizer, because I've worn it with illuminating primers, I've worn it with just a hydrating primer, I've worn it with blurring primers. It does change the look of the product. I prefer it over an illuminating primer personally, as I like the real juiciness of it. But I have worn it over blurring and it still looks lovely. It does mattify it down. So today I'm just going to wear it over this. So this isn't new. So what I'm going to do is just apply this and come back. Oh, before I do, also I bought a heap of brushes off Temu and I will have to look at them, but there is this foundation brush, so I'm going to give that a crack. Okay, foundation is done. This is it for the person that asked, with it just over a moisturizer, no illuminating product underneath. I have grabbed a whole heap of brushes off Temu as well. There's a couple of different brands in there. I think it's Mange and Handyland, however it's pronounced. These you can get off various websites. These are from two different sets, both fantastic brushes, super cheap. Right, let's get to it. I did prep my eyes with my MAC paint pot. Right, so what I will tell you is over the last couple of weeks, I have used a few products that were in here now. So I think I may have even used them in a couple of videos. I am not sure. What I will tell you is I got these blush drops. Clearly, if you know the product, these are reminiscent of the Hourglass ones. What I will tell you is just to show you. I've used these multiple times. I didn't pick up the Hourglass ones, and the reason I didn't pick them up was because this little pressy thing was so bloody hard to move. It was so stiff. It made it not worth even trying to press in. I really wanted to get them and just went, this was so stiff and I was having so much trouble that I just gave up. This is not. This is an easy push. It comes out. This product I really like. Not even comparing it to Hourglass because, like I said, the push in that was so painful and so annoying that I just gave up. I also got, I've got so much blush, guys. I also got these, which I assume, given we've only just started being able to get them in Australia, are meant to be like the Merit products. I have only used the one shade of them. I quite like this. This is a matte blush. I'm not applying it directly onto my skin. I'm just applying it onto the brush and then onto the balls of my face. Balls of my face? Balls of, apples of my cheeks even. I just went back in and squeezed this because I didn't show you. Like, this is a juicy, and it blends out too. So they're 2 winners. I am going to list everything. I've got, what else have I got in the blush? I've got 3 products here that I'm trying, well, 4. We'll get to that in a second. The rest I have not used. First up, still recovering by the way, I have the 2 Tones to Sculpt Heasy Beauty. Can we get where this is going to look like? So obviously, Patrick Tar, it's trying to look like, a lot of these, look, I don't know how I feel about duping them, but I've, yeah, cream and powder. So this is, oh, this is the cream, which is quite warm. That is the powder. We'll see how we go there. I am not really, well, I think all the products here I don't have the originals of. So the good thing is that I'm not comparing them to the originals. So I'm just saying what I know from looking at them, what they look like, but I'm just going to relate my experience with using the product. Just looking at the different brushes I've got here. So this is another one from the Monge set. I really like these little ones. Super cheap, but they are actually really good. But that being said, oh, that is super pigmented, and that is not going directly on my face. I'm hoping the lighting is okay because I've got my blinds right open and most of the light that is on my face is natural light. You'll see I'm a bit darker on this side because from here sort of onwards is where the window is open, and I've still got my soft boxes on but sort of turned to just create feel light. Always look at the product on your brush. Was that? Oh, that was the powder. What the hell? No, it wasn't. That was the cream. I'm confused. It's a creamy powder. Can you see that kickback? This is confusing. I've got so much all over. Like, look at that on there. Okay. I don't think I'm going to like this immediately. And certainly that going under my floor to vacuum later. This is just, it turns straight to a powder. Oh, look at that. Yuck. Oh, this is going to be a disaster already. Let's see if this will buff out. So I'm just grabbing a Morphe brush at the moment just because it was the closest one to me. This is really confusing. Like, I've not felt a product quite like this. I've had products that are cream to powder, but this is, there's fallout all over my top. This is something completely different. That's definitely a cream there, but it's immediately a powder. Like normally with cream to powders, you've got application time to put them down on your face before they start to turn to powder. But the minute you put your finger in that, it's cream, but it immediately turns to powder. In case I haven't said it, it's bizarre. So that's something to be aware of because it is super pigmented the minute you go into it. because of that issue, it's going to be a no from me. There are other, oh God, there are definitely other products on the market that are cream to powders that are more affordable if you are looking for something that is super affordable. Haven't used them yet, but I know OXX at Kmart and Target, and I think W7. I might even have a W7 type product like this over there. So then this is meant to be, see, I thought maybe it just says 2 tones to sculpt, so maybe that's my issue in thinking, see, this is, let's make it look like Patrick Tar and all the other products out there that have 2 in there, but it's tonally, I think it's meant to be, this could be my fault. They are both powders. This is just a buttery powder. Okay, it's not a cream and a powder. It is both powders, but it is that creamy that I kept getting confused going, it's a cream, it's a cream. It's not, it's a powder. This is meant to be the Sculpt, and I did just clean this off, but I don't like that at all. That's a no from me. Let's just not waste any more time on that. It is an absolute no. And it's you can see, it's patchy, it's muddy, it's a little bit yuck. Going on to, now I've got a few different blush products here. So this one, now this makes me nervous. Okay, so this one is a cream and powder blush duo, right? So it is saying, we are being Patrick Tar. Peeling that off. I don't think I'm going to use this because I want to use another product, but after that little incident, let's just see how we feel. Really nice colours, like really nice colours. I mean, I will say, not going to, I might change my mind when I try that, but I don't think I would like anything else from that brand. Let's see if we've got anything else. A product that is really bizarre. Oh, hold on, let me just show you these. So this is a cream blush. That's really nice. That's a really nice soft matte. Puddle shade 3. I like their products. Okay, so and the next one I have, this is really interesting because it's just too hard to get these in Australia, are clearly dupes for Rhode. I have not tried Rhode. Hopefully they come to Sephora. But what I will say is I have seen a lot of people use these that have compared them to Rhode and say that they are just as good and that they look identical. Not having used them, I can't comment on that. What I can tell you is these are super, super creamy. We may use that, but I've got a gimmicky one I want to try. This is I need to put my glasses on to read this because this is such a unique product. This is Mocha Ruyan Transparent Hydrating Bubble Blush. Now I'm going to show you, let's see. See what? Now depending on how this comes out onto my hand before I dare put it on my face will depend on what we end up using. Or I might use one on one cheek and one on the other. So this is what we've got. I did shake it. Yeah, getting that out of the bottle is going to be fun. All right, that is super pale. That has got, feels nice and watery, but I will put a little bit of this on, but I just feel like I'm going to have to go over it with the other. The problem that I have with this is trash. Like, I have just had, oh man, I have just had to tap this upside down and it's just gone everywhere. Onto my little palette. I think we're already getting to the answer for this one. Okay, using a brush here. It's just, I don't think this is going to be. Maybe it's a colour that I got. Right, that one's a no. Seeing a pattern here, folks. Clean that brush off. My face is wet now. I think I'm going to go in with the peach. Now what I'll do is two different ways of this. I will apply it on the cheek on this side and then, oh, that's going to be too much. And then on this side, work it into my brush. I'm working my brush into my palette now. See, that's nice. I think I've put too much on this side. This is why, can you see? I prefer this side in the application method for sure. God, this is going to be a really bad makeup, isn't it? That being said, I like these. I like these. I need to just tone that down a little bit so that it matches. Whoever would have thought that I'd be saying that about. And this hot mess, let me just tap over that to get that a bit more even. Right, we're in a better place. Gone to a better place. This will be interesting. This is this brand. You see me slink down. This product really intrigued me, but I'm now really worried. Okay, this is a jewel. No, it's not the one I thought it was. I've got two brow products here. Okay, this one I think will be okay. So this, oh, check out this liner. That, look at the angle of that. So what I'm going to do, I've got two brow products here and I really want to use the other one as well. So let's just brush it and I'll use this to outline it just so we can see. This hugs comfortably. Okay, I like this. Oh, I've gone too hard there. I always go in too hard on this brow. It's just, I think it's, oh, look at that. This is my fault, not the product's fault. I do it all the time and it's because I'm left-handed, I think, that I'm just more heavy-handed when I swap over. But if I swap hands, I don't think I would get it to work as well. So, just brushing that out. Obviously I've used that in the tail there and there. We might just use this to outline. Our brow's got them wonky today. What the hell is wrong with me? So, okay, but what I want to do, we may need to go back to this to use to fill in. I don't know what I've done there. I've just gone hard. That's okay. The other product that I have, this is the AMG Positioning Eyebrow Pencil. It's a two-pronger, and we know I haven't had much luck with them. But this is promising if I haven't got it too dark. I'm just trying to work out the easiest way. Oh, look at that. Oh, shit, yeah. I could have gone a slightly lighter colour. I could have gone a light brown or an ash brown. I did order these ages ago when I was a little bit darker in my hair too. But I like that. The brow products, I like both. I like both for sure. They might be my favourite products so far. Did I get a highlighter? No. No, I didn't get a mascara. I'm not buying a mascara and sticking on my eyes from there. Now I do have a couple of little pots. We'll go in with this one. Obviously they're little bentos. That is a shimmer, a peach. That big chunk out of there is my fault. When I opened it, I opened all the packaging accidentally, like had a squeeze in there and dug it all out. My fault, not the products. So let's go in. I'm just grabbing, I don't think this is a Nuel brush, it just happened to be in there by mistake. So this is the middle shade I'm using now. I want to say this was $3. The fear that I have with these is, that's why I won't use a base, is a couple of years ago, I bought a heap of products to try, and one of them was very similar, was their version, very cheap, of the Makeup Forever palette with all the different, the base products with the bronzer, the highlighter, the foundations and concealers. And it went on fine and it wore beautifully all day. That wasn't the problem. It was, at the end of the day, as soon as I went to wash the product off with all my normal cleansers, my face felt like it had been dipped in acid. So something that mixed in with that chemical reaction burnt my face, and I had 2 months of hell. You've seen the photos on here before of my horror face. So I will never do a foundation product from there again. I really like this colour. It's nice and pigmented, giving it a beautiful wash. It doesn't feel super cheap quality either, I will say. That feels nice. So I just saw my phone's going off next to me. Australia Post. Did I order stuff? Maybe. But I don't know. I don't think I've ordered anything in the last couple of days. I think that's PR coming. So, woohoo! Let's go in with this brown. This isn't going to be super dark. I'm not using the Nuel brushes. Most of the Nuel brushes are backup. The eyeshadow brushes are backup sets of this one from Moj. Quite like them. Like them so much I ordered another copy. Another set, not copy. Okay, so I'm not going to get a huge amount of depth with this, and that's fine. It's just should be just a nice wearable look. Don't know if you've noticed, a lot of my looks are quite monochromatic. So tonality, I mean, even when I do my initial bright palette ones, you'll quite often see a lot of tonality. That's going to start changing a bit in that we're getting into, I want to say we're getting into the warmer weather here in the southern hemisphere. And that's when I really start to play with colours in spring and summer. However, this week as I film it, the wind's picking up outside. It's grey skies. We are nearly at the end. We're in the last week of September as I'm filming this. It is spring. Spring has sprung. There are flowers out, except it's been the coldest, wettest time this year. We haven't been over 12 degrees Celsius in Hobart where I live. We've had more snow on the mountain in the last week than we had all winter. So every day I get up and I'm like, I just want it to be nice weather. I just want to pull out my dresses. I want to wear a nice dress. Please let me wear some nice dresses. I'm ready for it. hopefully when daylight savings kicks in. Just using the same shade under my eyes. I quite like this. This is one that I could happily chuck in my bag for a weekend away, because it's not too intense if I'm just going away. Yeah. Let's see what the Shimmy Shim is like. It's quite a nice little peach. Look at that. I hope it's a wearable, soft peachy day look, which I'm okay with. I wouldn't even be mad if this had been a matte, you know. I don't need this to be super sparkling for the day. It's got a nice amount of shimmer to it. I don't mind that. Going back in now, just to pull this back here. I like that. Oh, wait. I have got something. This one makes me nervous. We know exactly who this is trying to imitate. I don't think that the quality will be anywhere near as good. I don't think the shimmer will be anywhere near as good. It is the brand that did the two-prong brow thing. I don't know if I want to use this colour on here now. I did stick my finger in it once before. Hasn't come like that. Okay. It's just like a top it shade. Let's see if it's going to make any difference. Not really, but we'll even it up now. This is quite hard pressed. I don't think the quality is particularly good on this. Let me just, it's super hard pressed. So it's just subtle. Doesn't really do anything. I do like the other little pod though. And as I said, I got this one as well. I've already worn this. So we have that matte mid-tone, this shimmer, and that. I don't know where. This one isn't even marked with any brand, so that may not have even come from there. Right, what I have got now, these lip products do not go together and do not go with this. Well, one does go with this look, but I want to just try this. CKNGN, it's a lip stain. This may be a case of just put it on and then wipe off. We know who she is looking like. Hello, Huda. But it's quite rosy. So, let's just see, because I've got a lip product that I want to put over. Oh, that tickles. It's nice and pigmented. Oh, you've got to make sure if you're using it as a liner, you get it angled on the side correctly. Now, I'm going to put this on my whole lip. Like I said, I may wipe it off. I am going to put like a glossy balm type product over it. So swiping it on the flat side now. It's not bad. With these type of products, you just have to store them point down so that they don't dry out. That's dried really quickly. Right. Only the little bit come off super quickly. What I'm going to do now before I use the final lip product is I'm going to spray down my face and put some mascara on, and I'll be right back. I have just had a drink not a hot drink or anything, but like, what I am going to do, excuse how grotty this is, I'm trying to hide most of it from you. Let's try and wipe some of that off. It's left a really nice stain on my lips after imagining. It doesn't match what I've got going on now though. The last product that I've got is the Mia's Softly Lazy Lipstick. What does that mean? I'm just not sure how the pigment's going to go over this, so we might need to redo it. This is it. You can see I've used it once. I don't think it had a lot of stain to it, but you essentially it has got pigment to it. Look at that. My God. So yeah, you just, as you saw, this comes in a lot of different shades. It does feel a little bit heavy, but I think it has to be a bit firmer than a normal lipstick because of the pressure that you're putting on and how you're using it, given that it comes out to that. I really don't mind that colour. And I didn't think that it was going to have much pigment because I just put it on very quickly one night, because the night that it arrived, because I was laughing about it. So there we are. What did I like? Actually, I quite like that. That lipstick stain, like, I think that would be quite long lasting. The brow products, let me grab them. The brow products, I love both of them. All these blush products are good. I don't know about that. That powder, absolute trash. Do not go near that bronzer whatsoever. This, yeah. The little bentos, yep. This, trash. So what I will do is, I will try and list everything below. I possibly may end up just listing the stuff that I liked. As you can see, I have sort of a colour preference with those products. I like the brow products so much, I am going to order them in a lighter shade, because that was amazing. That was amazing. And the brushes, these brushes, the foundation one was the Monge. Like, I'll list the brushes that I ordered down below. Like, this is another foundation brush I haven't used, and it hugs. This could be really good for a cream blush. Oh, here's a foundation. So there's a few in there. I really do like those brushes. What do we think? I'm glowy. Bronzer nearly destroyed my look before it had even begun. Other than that, I'm quite okay with how it came out. I don't have a highlighter, and that's okay. We don't always need one, because look at the glow. Look at the glow that is coming through on that Natasha Denona without anything on it. So, until next time, my loves, don't forget to tell your mum, tell your sister, tell your friends, come along, hang out, subscribe, all that jazz. There's a few super cheap products there. Sometimes you've just got to be selective about it. Until next time, take care. I'll see you soon. Bye. Mwah.